This is a story about living in America and speaking like a Kenyan. So I lived briefly in the States. I was there for 2 years. And anyone who's gone to the States who's a Kenyan and who speaks like we do will tell you how they have to put on this accent. Not because they're trying. There's stories like people who go to the embassy and then go to America and stay there like a week and come back saying,
"Wow, America was really awesome."
I've had stories about people who did not even make it out of the airport, got deported and brought back to Kenya and still talk like this. I've heard about people who went to the embassy and got their visa. Some even got denied their visa.
Inspired powers.
But this is not my story. I went to school in Syracuse, New York. Now, when you hear New York, don't think about New York City. It was not New York City. It was 4 hours away from New York City. And it was like the Ocha of New York, if you can imagine what that is. So my first visit to New York City was amazing. We were going for some advertising convention thing where all of us thought we were going to be employed. It was the year 2008, and we did not know that the American economy was about to just go south. So all of us went there with all these high hopes and dreams, and every single table that we went to at this convention, to all these dream agencies in New York that we wanted to work in, told us, if you want to work for us, just go to our website and apply there. And we wondered why we traveled the 4 hours and spent about $200, $300 on one night in a hotel to be told to go to our website to apply. Well, about to get on a Greyhound bus to go back to Syracuse, take the 4-hour journey back. And there's this, I'm talking with my Kenyan friend, my Kenyan classmate. Shout out to Janet Kemboy, I hope you're good. And as we're talking like Kenyans do, because that's what Kenyans do. So we're doing ati, alafu, and then we're mixing in a bit of Kiswahili in there. And then this African-American lady also, we thought behind us, taps me on the shoulder and says, hello. And we're like, hello. And she's like, sasa vile nyi mnaongea, I think nyi ni wa Kenya. And we're like, what? Now let me tell you, it's a big deal because you've been hanging out with people from all over the world, but mostly Americans, mostly white, and you've been doing car and park, and here we are standing outside a bus at about midnight, and the person behind us is a Kenyan, just like you. What are the odds of that happening? And we're going to this small town in Sharks called Syracuse. Anyway, we're like, what the hell? So I go like, guy. And then she says, young man, I heard you said guy. Because you said guy, Hitwari Yakude. And then I can't remember her name. Let's call her Mugambi. Mugambi and us enter the bus. Janet and I are seated together. Mugambi is seated elsewhere on the bus. And because it's midnight, we slept all the way to Syracuse. And we got there at about 4:30, 5 in the morning. And she says, yes, now, because I have a bit of time and I'm feeling a little hungry, I think I'll go to the Dunkin' Donuts and get some hot chocolate. How excited did I get? I said, this I have to go and see. Suddenly, I feel like I want some hot chocolate as well. So Mugambi goes up to the counter of the Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm right behind her. And Janet is not too far away. She's gone to the bathroom or something, but me, this was now my cheap thrill to get me all excited about being back in Syracuse. And she goes to the counter. Pause. If I had gone to the counter and said, hello, I'd like some hot chocolate, this had happened before. I'd have been asked, what's that? And I'd have to point at it. Like me, the Kenyan, who's now learning a master's degree, has to point to some intern and say, give me that, because they cannot understand my Kenyan accent saying hot chocolate. But Mugambi, the hero of the moment, goes up to the counter and says, hello, excuse me, I would like some hot chocolate. I'm there standing waiting to see how this is gonna turn out. Dude doesn't even waste a moment. He's like, hot chocolate? Sure. Here you go, boom. And she's given the thing in a matter of minutes. I get next in line and he asks, what are you having? And I'm like, I'll have what she had. Because there's no one else gonna say hot chocolate. I'm gonna enjoy. Anyway, we're there having our hot chocolate, and that was the first last time I met Mugambi, but she taught me a valuable lesson. You carry your Kenyanness proudly, but she also learned to adapt. And the next time I went to a Dunkin' Donuts, do you know what I asked for? I asked for a hash chocolate. That's my story.